I am Djoomart Otorbaev.
I'm Clare Pearson.
I grew up in the Soviet Union. My father taught me that it is not important what you become, but who you choose to be around. That lesson shaped my life, first as a physicist and later as Prime Minister of Kyrgyz Republic, as I studied how nations advance and transform.
My connection to China runs deep. My father was born here, and for more than 2 decades, I haven't just observed China from the sidelines, I've been part of its unfolding story.
First time I came to China, it was in 1997. Nobody really thinking that they will be delivering something in high tech.
I first came to Shenzhen in 1997. What I remember isn't just a city being built, but a feeling, the buzz of a dance mat, roads trembling with the promise of a subway, an energy that said, this is where tomorrow is being tested today.
What draws me back to the city is a fundamental question. How does a country move from adopting technology to creating it in such short span of time?
That energy has always pulled me back, and it makes me wonder, what fuels this relentless, transformative force that defines modern China? Djoomart and I decided to begin with a simple chat in a city park. So Djoomart, what time did you start this morning? Probably very early for your flight.
Yes, this morning, yes, to catch up.
Would you like a hot coffee?
Okay, let's do
Hot
it.
latte?
Yes.
And we asked ourselves a very easy question. Have you ever imagined your coffee arriving in a way you wouldn't expect? Let that be our first clue. And now it should be arriving. Yeah, my robot was saying, I'm here, come and get it. It's here. I bet it must give you a code, right? What the heck is this? Do I have to put in 3145?
Mine is.
I think so. 3145, I think. So let's try it. Wow!
Oh,
It's quite
surprise! Huge.
Okay.
It's heavy.
Let's see what's in the box.
Oh,
Should we pop it on here? Should we
Here?
pop it on here? Yeah,
Okay.
let's have a look. I've never done this before.
Oh, really?
Oh, too cool.
Wow! Fantastic.
It's fantastic.
Insane. Okay.
Gambe.
Perfect.
Perfect.
Yeah,
let me
very
try
good.
it.
Very good. Very quickly.
It's very good. It's very hot. I pop it back in here. You pop it in there.
Recyclable.
Did you ever think you'd see this in your lifetime? I never imagined seeing this.
Miracles.
It's kind of a miracle.
We'll get more miracles.
Will we?
Yeah,
Is this the
we will.
beginning of the miracle era?
Yeah, it will be comparable.
And that's just the beginning. If a coffee delivering drone surprised you, imagine what may come next. China is a place where the future often arrives quietly, then reveals itself all at once. So let's dive deeper into this world of innovation. Our next stop, the DJI flagship store.
We are walking, huh?
Yes, they will follow you. Just
They're
walk.
following. Let's go together. Where? They filming us,
surreal.
filming us, right?
This is totally surreal. Oh, hello.
Oh, it's too close.
It's very good. And then bring it off.
Out or down.
Like
You've
to
got to
play.
admit, this is quite
Like
fun.
an electric puppy.
Yeah. It's very well trained. Stepping into this space feels less like visiting a store and more like entering a workshop of the everyday future.
For the DJI Dock.
What is the weight?
Oh, this is the Ronin. This is the one, so an F1 movie, they use this for Brad Pitt.
F1 moving, use this Ronin.
Here, technology isn't distant or abstract. Okay, got it. Okay, now we're flying.
Yes.
Oh, right, okay, so it's an out-of-body experience. So, Alan, is there anything you'd like to say about Shenzhen?
Ocean robots.
Ocean robot.
Yeah.
Wow.
Some robot fish.
A robot fish.
Yeah.
It's in the hands of a filmmaker, in the eyes of a child.
And do you think that more foreign talents should be pulled here to China to make it more successful?
I think it's going to be both ways. China can attract more, but also other people will be attracted interested to come here. So I think it will grow naturally.
In the curiosity of visitors from across the world.
So this price for the
It's
weight.
very light.
Yes.
Oh, it's heavy.
You look like
The
Professor.
material is for the carbon. And the last one is for the industry equipment.
Wow.
Yes,
Okay,
industry.
this is a different level. And what we've experienced here is only the surface. If this is where technology meets people, then where do the ideas themselves originate? Where are they imagined, engineered, and brought to life? It's incredible because the bridge is so high up, I almost didn't see it.
Yeah.
What it makes me think of is the future. It's like tomorrow's world today. What I see here is China isn't scared to do something different. And as we enter globalization 2.0,
Here, everybody in the office working hard to win competition of 21st century.
for me, this building is breaking the mold on a post-Bretton Woods world era. China is going to be reaching for the sky with no limit in the DJI building, where innovation, opportunity, and exponential growth meet each other.
Hey, very nice to meet you.
Pleasure to meet you. Thank you for having
Very
us.
nice to meet you. Now please follow me, or we can go inside. How was your day?
Busy, very productive.
Walking into Sky City feels less like entering a corporate headquarters and more like stepping inside a working ecosystem. The architecture isn't just about space, it's about shaping how people think, connect, and create.
That's our like Sky Bridge. You know, it's a connection between R&Ds and like our sales and marketing team. We often walk, you know, back and forth, and talking new ideas of our new products.
Brainstorming sometimes.
And to understand how ideas travel from the Sky Bridge into the sky itself, we look beyond the building into the place where imagination meets execution.
Today, I want to show you guys some like really cool technologies. And this is like, you know, our flight hub tool. We actually deploy a DJI Dock 3 like remotely in one of the sites. It's maybe not very easy to access. So we don't need to send over people to that location like more frequently. So people can sit in the office just like the Bill and do all the controllings and managing all the flight paths.
Can you show something?
Okay.
Oh yeah,
okay,
yeah, for
of
sure.
course. And now I will show how to remotely to control a drone 2,000 kilometers away from here. Actually, the dock is deployed in the northeast of China. It's quite easy for you to control the dock. For example, here I use the laptop to control the drone. And after around 10 to 15 permission second time, and it will take off. And after it take off, you can use the laptop. For example, you can use WASD to control its way, and you can to let it fly higher or lower.
So you're launching that from the back of a vehicle or something like that in Heilongjiang? Where is that?
Liaoning province.
Liaoning, okay.
Province is a city, and you can see here is a site. It's a mining site.
It's a mining site?
Yeah, it's a mining site. It's a coal mining site, and the dock is deployed here to monitor because actually the mining site is exhausted, but it still remains a few mines underground, and it has like a self-combustion. So it's
oh, I see.
So it's a little bit dangerous.
Just in case there was a minor fire or something
Yeah. So it deploys the dock to monitor it. And now I will control the drone. I press W, and the drone will fly forward. And
okay, you can see its blades there.
Yeah, I press S, it will fly backward.
Just like playing video games.
Yeah. I bet you're good at it.
If you guys interested, please feel free to try it on your own, and Bill can give you guys some instructions how to use it. You know, it's just like playing video games.
Okay. I'm very worried I'm going to crash a very expensive drone.
I will keep it safely. It's very easy. You just use WASD is to move forward, backward, left, or right.
Oh, I get it. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm going forward.
Yeah.
Okay, am I heading to the ground?
And also you can use mouse to
you can use the mouse
to change. For example, you can double click anywhere and the camera will aim to it.
What stays with me after that demonstration isn't just the scale, but the feeling of empowerment. From a desk, I could guide a drone thousands of kilometers away, not in a simulation, but in the real world. If I can use it, it's easy.
Yes.
Seriously.
Very easy.
This would be so useful if you've got a volcano that's about to erupt. I'd like to have some of your software, frankly.
Oh yeah, I mean, you know, we actually have some good cases that in Europe, there are some like active volcanoes. They actually deploy the dock on the back of the truck. They put the dock nearby the locations so they can frequently taking off the drones and monitoring the activities on the volcanoes and do like all the nature observations and collecting the data that scientists need. That's already in place.
It's almost a compression of time.
So in this case, any industries, like any sites that, you know, if it's not easy to access or they require like, you know, really high frequency data collections or like day-to-day, you know, detections. So that would be a solution for them.
Are you selling this idea to the customers or yourself monitoring?
We provide solutions to all industry users, so everyone can get, you know, a benefit from it. And you know, the goal is really to provide affordable solutions to all different industry users.
And the 2,000 kilometers, is it limit or what is the limit?
No limit. No limit. If
anywhere in the world.
Yeah, anywhere in the world.
We do have a lot of clients that in the States, in Australia, in South Africa, you know, in Europe.
How actively it's growing, this business?
Oh, it's really, really fast. In China, for example, it's a whole environment that engaging like low altitude business. Like everyone is using the lower space, you know, airspace to fly the drones for deliver, for all industry use. So we're at the best time to grow those new technologies. It's the drones and robotics, you know, we make the products and the products can benefit to all kinds of industries.
Distance suddenly felt smaller. Problems once too remote, too dangerous or too complex became reachable and manageable.
Well, drone is landing remotely and I want to take you guys to a tour to show you guys how the dog benefits one of our like utility customers and on their actual sites.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's go have a look. We've moved from the screen to the field to see how this kind of empowerment is already being put to work in the rugged terrain of mountain powerline inspections. And as a scientist, why do transmission lines need inspecting?
Oh yeah, China produces enormous amount of electricity, and the question is that production sites and consumption size at distance from each other. The most remarkable case is that renewable energy, especially solar, in the northwestern provinces.
Okay, where there's space.
Xinjiang,
Yeah.
in the Mongolia, Gansu, but main consumption happening to the southeast. So they need to transmit enormous amount of electrical energy between regions for thousands of kilometers. And here you have to get completely reliable transmission and then to try to lose along this process as less electricity as possible. So transmission, electric lines is enormously important for the economy.
I understand these transmission lines from Western China to the highly populated eastern coast.
Industrial active.
Industrial area is very important. And this would be a difficult job, I would think, for like.
Yeah, it's will be expensive.
It's expensive.
Actually, then you have to deploy a lot of people, and then they have to make regular inspections. And China is a big country.
China's a big country.
So you really, by using virtual means of monitoring and supporting, you save a lot of financial resources and human resources.
Is it quite unique in terms of providing electricity for 1 billion people in a highly seasonal climate where you really need warm heating in the house in the winter?
The name of the game is electricity transfer.
Electricity
From
transfer.
one point A to point B, and then you need to do it on a very reliable and efficient way. You have two types of electricity transfer, from generation to transmission, high voltage transmission, and then distribution lines. If you reach city or factory, it's distribution. So all these things are very important for quality of your economy. And China is doing incredible things, new discoveries in that area. Even though you think, okay, it's just wires.
Yeah, I'm afraid I
the
do.
Towers, what should be? If you look to industries, then China #1 by huge margin in producing solar cells.
Solar cells.
Everywhere in the world,
Yeah.
Chinese solar cells. China #1 by a huge margin in wind turbines.
Wind turbine.
Wind turbines, yeah. So they're producing the best possible quality of electricity, cheap as possible. So in many areas, you look to electrical vehicles.
When you hear phrases like thousands of kilometres and reliable transmission, you start to grasp the scale of what's at stake. Keeping this grid running has traditionally meant sending teams into remote, rugged terrain and doing it again and again at real cost and real risk. What if inspecting a line across a ridge didn't require climbing it, but reaching it through technology?
I want to show you today our high technology product, M400 with the L3 payloads for utility, LiDAR inspections. Right now they're doing the payload plug into the M400s and set up the unit, and later on, once this unit is ready to go, we can start to fly and show you some cool things. Hey, this is the utility expert, Mr. Shu, and this is Miss Kong.
Very nice to meet you. Thanks for giving us your time.
So maybe they can give you guys more in depth on how the drone technologies benefits to their industries.
我们主要通过这个无人机呢，对我们的架空输电线路进行巡视。我们深圳呢有差不多4000公里的相当于这样的，然后呢，我们通过这个无人机，我们从13年开始就对我们的线路进行了巡检。我们现在是每天都要通过这个无人机对我们的线路进行一些点云采集、三维建模对线路进行一些精细化的工作。无人机的应用对我们的电力行业的巡视呢是非常大的提升。
Let's have a look.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Please, let's go look. Let's see how the drone flies.
Yeah, fascinated to see it take off. Wow. Okay.
Oh.
现在呢，我们要对这些杆塔开展这个点云采集，按照我们现在最新的技术叫高斯破箭。现在我们这个无人机已经到了这杆塔的正上方了。我们现在这个采集非常方便，就推无人机往前就可以对这个点云进行采集。
And the data is transmitted directly back to the
Yes,
computer.
yes. Also, like the inside of the L3 payload, there is a SD card. So all the
okay.
data stored over there. But also, because of the the OcuSync technologies, that they also transferring the like raw LiDAR data through the the OcuSync transmissions and to the like controllers. Then that's why you can see the point cloud and RGB images in the real time.
以前我们采集这样1公里的点云，可能要花费我们的人工1天的时间，但是现在我们用这个 M400无人机搭载这个 L3的点云，我们1分钟就可以完成。
Wow. A minute.
1
That's
kilometer.
Yeah.
So, Madahood, is this a lot safer for your workers, for your staff?
Yes,
It
it's safer and
safer.
faster and more accurate.
Okay. Really transform your industry, right?
Yes.
现在我们就完成了这1公里的巡检，我们将这个无人机降落下来，就可以采集数据回去分析了。
So efficient.
Yeah.
It's quite a revolution. Wow. Okay.
Okay, so mission accomplished.
Mission
Very good.
accomplished.
Fantastic.
I love it.
Thank you
高
very
嘉
much.
颖。
店里帮助非常大，现在。
This is extremely helpful for the utility industries, and it's a game changer.
It's really amazing.
Yeah.
Really amazing. Technology is changing what's possible for the people who do this job, making dangerous work safer, slow work faster, and the impossible routine.
This is one of the DJI Dock, and right now this dog is deployed for like China Southern Power Grill, and they use the dog for their daily routine inspections to cover all the lines and powers, making sure that it's operating normally and safely. So now I'm going to hand over to the utility experts, and they can explain more into details
Okay.
how it works and how that benefits the industries.
Excellent.
Interesting.
我们在深圳呢部署了这样200多台这样的大疆机槽，
Wow.
现在呢机槽正在自检状态一会儿它就起飞。它这个无人机呢现在对我们正前方这些杆塔进行一个精细化巡检。这样一个架势，一个起降架势，它可以对我们3到5基这样的杆塔，大概1公里的线路进行巡视。它能够覆盖我们半径3到5公里的一个线路，可能在10分钟以内完成一个巡视。
What we've just witnessed is a testament to China's relentless pursuit of technological innovation. China has been constantly pushing the boundaries of possibility. The integration of AI and drone technology, as demonstrated by DJI, is just one example of how Chinese companies are leading the way in transforming traditional industries.
对于个人来说的话，其实对我们的改变其实非常大的。在以前，我们开展这样的巡视，需要我们的作业人员在一个很远的地方开车过来，需要花费2到3个小时。但现在我们部署这样的机槽之后，我们作业人员在办公室里面就可以操纵这个无人机巡视。我们人员更多去开展了技术分析工作，逐渐转变成了一个更符合我们这个时代数字化的一个模式。对于整个我们的运行的环境现在新出一个低空经济的建设现在我们通过这种智能化技术，同时呢也是提升了我们对这个线路运维的一些效率，发现了以前我们通过人没法发现的一些缺陷。因为无人机
This kind of technological progress not only enhances efficiency and safety, but also sets a new standard for global industries. It shows that China is not just a participant of the global tech race, but a front runner, constantly breaking barriers and setting new benchmarks.
This is where the AI future of the world is being mapped out. But when you come to China, it really shows you the speed with which people are moving forward.
Everything
You've got to run to keep
so
on.
quickly.
What's next? Is it going to be the globalization phase of the Chinese companies? Is that what you anticipate?
We are in the first year of next China 15th 5 years plan. So the importance and kind of motivation against for this plan is to drive high technology.
Drive high technology.
It's priority in high technology, new productive forces, and everything already kind of planned that it will be done. And human financial resources already planned well in advance. That plan will be realized in reasonable time, and we will see more miracles.
People are enjoying their life here. That was my real takeaway. You know, I went out last night and somebody was walking a robot dog. It was like K9 in Doctor Who. It's so futuristic. I mean, look at that drone. It's really taking off. You know, it's kind of like a grub that goes into a chrysalis. Maybe a chrysalis is at 20 to 25, and everyone thinks China isn't doing anything. But yes, China's really developing inside the pupa, and I feel now it's kind of like a dragonfly or a butterfly or a drone. It's just taking off and showing the world what it can do.
So now it's my understanding, feeling that the world is changing. Asia, emerging Asia, picking up leadership role in economic development, cooperation, communication, everything around that, led by China.
I feel China's the remedy. It's going to be the remedy to the cracking world.
Let's watch and let's enjoy.
Our journey through China has revealed something fundamental about this economy. Its dynamic capacity to adapt, evolve, and advance continuously.
Resilience here isn't about avoiding challenges, but about the inherent ability to respond, reshape, and renew.
Always navigating.
Always transforming.
Always looking toward the next horizon.